Hi guys, so I figured I would do a really quick video on our morning basket. My morning basket is a little bit different. I have pretty much all of the curriculum that we're going to be using for the first 6 weeks of our new homeschool curriculum. I'm basically doing the Mater AMABILIS. It's a free Catholic meets Charlotte Mason homeschool curriculum. And basically what I'm doing is a loop schedule with this. So it pretty much gives you week 1, what you're supposed to be doing, and then I have how many times a week we will be doing each subject. And then all I do is keep it in the basket and we loop it. So for instance, today is Tuesday. So we did our religious studies, we did math and English, which we do almost every single day. We have literature, geography, and music study. So for tomorrow, we will be doing religious study, math, English, literature, history, and nature study. So I will basically show you how that works in here. Obviously, we do religious study, so we have our boys' Bible in here. This is going to be a part of our literature. Right now, we are reading The Tale of Gloucester, and this is by Beatrix Potter. I have this one in here, and then I also have this one, which is the complete storybook. So it has every single story in here, and we will go through this. So that's actually our literature. Sorry, right here is going to be finishing up. Our literature is going to be finishing up that book in completion. Move on to the next 12 weeks, and that is going to be Charlotte's Web, which I already have prepped and ready. But that's just to kind of give you an example. So we read, I think it's 2 stories a week, and basically what I just do is half the stories. So that gives us 4 days. And then the next thing that we will be doing after literature is history. So for history, what I am using right now is turn of the century. And basically it just gives short stories of almost like a medieval time frame. So we'll read one story from this book, and then I also have Vision, which is basically visions and values, and it has a lot of really good information here with Amelia Earhart, Martin Luther King, let's see who else. So pretty much just people who have made a difference. So these are our 2 history books, and basically all I do is read from them. That's been history, and then we have our nature study. So Wednesdays we do nature study, and the one book that it called for our nature study is One Small Square Backyard. And this is really interesting. It basically just tells you what you're going to be finding in your own backyard if you go outside and you do a little bit of investigative work. This is really fun to read at the park. We don't have a backyard. We live in an apartment complex. I mean, we do have an area in the back, but I prefer to do it at the park just because it really goes into a lot of detail. We're actually going to be going to a reserve, and we'll be doing kind of like a little co-op at a reserve. So I will bring this with me in case he wants to flip through it. So then for the loop schedule aspect of it, we do history twice a week. So we read from one of those books each day. We do this 4 days a week. We do religious studies every single day. We do a nature study once a week. So obviously if we're doing Bible, we have the children's Bible and then the regular Bible. We do that every single day. Then we also do read a book of saints. And I have my first book of saints. When this is done, we'll actually read about great women of the Bible. And then we might get into angels. I don't really know if we're going to have time to. But we might. So this is kind of our religious-based curriculum right here. And then we also do, on top of the nature study, we do geography. So geography right now is going to be coming from a book at the library called Children Just Like Me. And then they have different books from around the world. And right now we're going to be doing Africa. So we have the book A is for Africa. I have it on Holt Library right now. We're not necessarily using it just yet. And then we also have a picture study, art study, and that's what we're going to be using this for, is I Spy and Alphabet and Art. So we'll be using that. And then we do a poetry study twice a week. So we have my first book of Oxford poems, and we will just read from this twice a week. And this is how we get our curriculum combined with our morning basket. And then that actually takes up the majority of our morning, which takes about an hour. He will also do a Bible journal, and then, you know, whatever calls for the day we will do. And then after that, we'll have snack. They have about 20-30 minutes of playtime, and then we actually get into our core curriculum. So right now we are actually using Teach Your Child to Read in 100 Easy Lessons. We just started this. We're actually on day 2 or lesson 2. And so far, we are both really liking it. He likes how easy and quick the lessons are. I like the same thing, but I also like that I feel like I'm actually making some kind of progress with him. And we're not dreading reading time. I'm also still teaching out of that kindergarten book, the Scholastic kindergarten book. So we do a little bit of reading out of that, or English reading, whatever you want to call it. And then we do the math out of there as well. And that is pretty much it for my morning basket. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.